wait for the thing to pop up, even though they can hear us right now. This is offline. Okay, now it's working. Okay. Cool. So, okay. Welcome to basically we're not really playing anything today. We're just doing like a impromptu podcast kind of thing with me and Trixie here is what we've decided to call you instead of your username because Tat2Temper is too long and T is too basic. So you're Trixie now.
Yay!
So what we're going to be doing is basically just talking about. We were going to do this for Valentine's Day, but we couldn't because work
schedules and kids.
Yeah, just life got in the way. So it's kind of like a late Valentine's Day podcast kind of thing, and we're basically going to be sitting here with a Life is Strange game playing just as background, and it's going to be the same images for like the next hour or so. So, yeah, we're just going to be talking about stuff. Relationships, red flags, how relationships go bad.
What we do to make ours work.
Things like that. So, yeah. I'm going to let you start off because this was kind of your idea.
I mean,
so have fun.
It was my idea because I enjoyed talking to no one in particular. And I don't know, I guess I'm just weird like that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess one thing that we could start with is like red flags. Like, what is a big red flag for you?
A big red flag?
Yeah, like a massive red flag. Like, turn around, walk away, pretend you never met them.
Like, are we talking when you first meet somebody and like you first start talking, or are you talking about like just a red flag that pops up in a relationship? Because that could be like a number of things.
Well, let's start with like when you first meet someone and it's like you notice it, but you're like, oh, that's not too terrible, and then it progresses into something a lot worse.
I mean, for me, one of my initial red flags are usually like how a person communicates. And when I say like how they communicate, not like the way they talk, but like how they talk. And what I mean by that is like when you're first talking to somebody, if they're not really, engaging in conversation, they're just kind of like one-word responses.
Not very
they don't seem,
active.
Right. They don't seem very interested. They don't start new topics. They just kind of answer like your questions with like basic shit like, hey, how was your day? Good. Do anything fun? Not really. I'm like, it's like talking to a brick wall. Like, that's not engaging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's very boring. It's very shallow. It's very, like, for me, like, communication's a huge thing for starting new relationships, continuing relationships, all of that. Yeah. And I've had too many times where, like, because we're in that day and age with
ghosting.
Like, ghosting's a huge, that's if somebody ghosts me, that's it. Like, I'm not gonna chase after somebody if I can already tell that they're not interested. Like, I'm not wasting my time with that. But it's such a thing now that because dating, people don't go on like real dates anymore. They no. Like, to meet someone, you don't go out somewhere to meet them. You don't meet them in public. You don't meet them just random pay for to get anywhere with it. And it's like, it's almost like they've turned dating into shopping in a weird way, because it's like you're swiping through profiles. You're like, it's all surface level crap, because it's like, I'm going to judge your entire being based on what I see of your pictures in your tiny little bio where they give you like less than 400 characters, not 400 words, 400 characters to talk about yourself. And if you don't interest me in those first 400 characters, I'm gonna swipe left or swipe right or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's not a natural or healthy way to like meet somebody.
It's not like, you know, when we first met, obviously.
Granted, we did meet on a dating app, but
we did.
I'm not saying that you can't meet someone on a dating app. It's just you're more likely to. You have to weed through a lot of garbage to find.
You do.
Decent people.
You know, I've told you this many times. Like, you popped up and I was like, I don't know yet, and I would just back out of the app, close it down, and then go back in. And you popped up a couple more times.
Yeah, you wouldn't commit to either direction. You wouldn't you were like, it's not a swipe, it's not a no swipe, it's also not a yes swipe yet.
Well, you intrigued me.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you're definitely intriguing, but I don't know.
Yeah. Also, apparently a fun fact about me that I didn't know this at the time until like 2 different people, you included, told me. Apparently I take too good of pictures of myself, which is a big compliment. But I don't take it as a compliment to my looks. I take it as a compliment to my photography skills, because I don't think I take good pictures of myself. I don't think I look good in pictures. But apparently the way I take pictures is too professional, and people think that I'm a bot. You thought that I might have fake pictures. Mm-hmm. My ex-wife thought I had. She apparently, like, I guess she swiped no me at first, and then like I still popped up later, because she's like, oh, that's not a real person. And I'm like, I just take good pictures because I've had a lot of years of experience with fucking pictures. Fine, I'll take shitty ones from now on. I'll take I will go out and buy like an old iPhone that I just use for pictures and take like grainy like selfies.
I mean,
like,
to this day,
dating apps tell me show off your best pictures. I'm like, okay, here's my best work. So that's what I did.
Well, I didn't think that you were a bot. I was just like, they are too out of my league.
I'm out of nobody's league.
I'm being so dead serious. I thought that you were like out of my league.
Uh-huh.
But then, you know, I swiped right, and then it popped up, it's a match, and I threw my phone. I was like, oh shit, okay. But you know, when we first started talking, I told you, like, right out the gate, I had a kid.
Yeah.
So if it takes me a while to answer, that's why.
Yeah.
And also, I suck at texting when I'm trying to get to know someone. I told you that straight out the gate. Like, I'm not good at texting when I'm trying to, like, get to know you. I do much better on phone calls. What did you do? You sent me your fucking number and we FaceTimed.
Yeah. and my thing is, like, that's kind of a step out for me, because I'm not big on, I don't really like doing video calls, and I really don't like doing phone calls, because I clam up. I don't know how to talk to people on the phone. I never have. I've never enjoyed talking on the phone, because when I'm texting, I can take my time with responses and know that I'm saying the right thing, or at least believe I'm saying the right thing.
Yeah.
But if I'm on the phone, I can't just be like, I'll just say something, and I can't edit that or take it back. I'm like, no, I meant to say this. At least with texting, I can proofread it. It's like, that sounds good to send. Boom.
Yeah.
Like, send that.
I mean, even now, we've been together for over 3 years now, and you still do not like talking on the phone with me.
Yeah, I turn into the person that I don't like when it comes to red flags. Like, I'm not good at talking on the phone, so I'm very short with my answers. I'm very like,
not. It seems like you're not interested in the conversation.
And like she's learned, you know, over time that that's not the case. It's just I don't know how to talk on the phone.
And like, I don't necessarily like talking on the phone, but like if I'm driving and I see Prandall's name pop up saying that he sent me a text, I'll call him and be like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Like,
and then I'm like, I texted you, I didn't call you. Like, why are we on the phone?
And you know, the silence will stretch for like a millisecond. I'm like, I'm driving, I can't look at my phone. I don't do that when I'm driving. Mm-hmm. If it's not something that I can do, like, while still looking at the road, I don't touch my phone.
Yeah.
So, like, because I know where his contact is in my contact list, and because he's one of my favorites, I know exactly where he's at.
One of your favorites?
Well, there's my mom and my dad and my sister.
Like, who else is on your favorite? I'm just kidding.
Like, you know, the important people.
Yeah.
But because I know where your name is, like, your name is right underneath my dad's, because I call my dad Padre. So, I know that like I can do that without having to look at my phone.
Yeah.
I guess like a giant red flag for me is if you don't like animals.
Or if your animals don't like the person.
Yeah.
Like if you get to the point where you meeting someone, a good way to judge their character is let your pet meet them. And if your pet acts weird, then you need to like turn and run the opposite direction.
Listen. So we met in like late November, and where he was staying at the time, there was another dog that got into a fight with his dog, and he called me, which was already out of the normal, was like, my dog just got attacked. I don't know if I should like say his name on here or not.
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've said Axel's name.
Okay.
I just did just now. So
he's like, Axel just got attacked.
I've done TikTok videos with him and I've said his name. So yeah.
I don't know what to do. It looks like he has a mark above his eye, and I was immediate. Bring him to my house.
Yeah.
Bring him to my house, and you sent me a photo of him riding shotgun. He's just like, where are we going?
Yeah,
where are we going, Daddy?
He's a very derpy husky, and I'm like, if y'all have seen my TikToks, you've probably seen what he looks like. He's
adorable, and we love him. But I met you outside because I was like, if I'm going to bring this dog inside, I need to like lay eyes on you first, and also I need to check out that eyeball. And came straight to me.
Yep.
Was just like, ooh.
Well, he's also like a total fucking like
he's a dumbass.
he's also a playa. Like he likes the ladies. He's like,
he does.
Ooh, a lady.
But
doesn't like dudes too much.
No, no, he doesn't. He really doesn't.
He sees men as competition. He's like, no, I want to be the most handsomest boy.
It's almost like with Kiva, because Kiva was like, I am the prettiest female ever.
Yeah.
You have very egotistical pets.
Yeah. I don't know why.
But
they say that your animals, like, you end up mirroring each other. I'm like, I'm not really like either one of them, but
Your ex-wife is.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm not going to talk too much shit about the ex-wife just because, like, I've never met her. But I've heard enough stories, not just from you, but from other people about her.
Yeah.
That I'm just like...
It'd be really funny if she popped up on the stream.
What's up, bitch? Anyways, but like that's my thing. Like, if you don't like animals, and I'm not saying like, oh, I'm allergic so I can't be around them. No, I'm talking about like you sit there and you see videos of people hurting animals and you go, okay, and keep swiping. You are a massive giant red flag for me.
Yeah. Like, I'm definitely more of a dog person than cat person. I don't have anything necessarily against cats, but I just prefer dogs. But
listen, if I knew that I was not going to get bit by a gator, I'd pet it. Like, I don't care for snakes just because I'm like, that's something that can absolutely kill me. Whether it's venomous or not, like, a python can just strangle me to death. Like, no thank you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're cute, and I like looking at pictures of you, and I like looking at you through the glass.
Yeah.
But if someone takes you out, I'm going to be in the corner over here. Goodbye. Now, a fuzzy snake, also known as a ferret.
Fur snakes.
Yes, fur snakes.
I want one so bad.
I will take 5,000, please.
Quick, someone send us one. We don't have a P.O. box, but send us one somehow. Mail us a fur snake.
I will get a P.O. box if someone is willing to send me a fur snake.
I don't know if you can send live animals to a P.O. box.
Oh, for only like $500, you can send a venomous snake to someone's house.
Huh, interesting.
Use that information with what you will.
Okay.
I think that's my biggest red flag is that, like, if you just don't like animals.
Yeah.
Or if you're mean to animals. Like, if I see you being mean. And I'm not talking about, like, discipline, because there is a proper way to discipline your pets.
Yeah.
Because...
Like, I would never be friends with a dog fighter or, like,
no. Or if you're a breeder specifically, like, to create more fighting dogs.
Oh, yeah.
You deserve to be in the deepest pit of hell.
Yeah.
Like, you do not deserve any mercy.
Yeah.
But back to the communication thing. That's something that, like, we both had, like, trauma with when it came to communication. You with your ex-wife, me with a whole line of exes. But, like, I think that's something that we do fairly well. I mean, there are times when we both shut down and we just don't talk, and the other one's like, hey, you good?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like, for me, it's like, you know, I always strive to, you know, have good communication in a relationship, because that's important with any relationship. But, you know, I've had, you know, numerous exes that instead of talking about an issue or a problem that they were having, like either with me or just in general, they would just, you know, let it bottle up, and, you know, eventually that shit comes out, and it comes out aggressively and causes even more problems than if you had just talked about it to begin with. Like I'm not saying that everyone has to, like, immediately bring up the issue right off the bat, because not everyone is able to do that. They got to process it and whatnot. But, you know, communicate. Just even something as small as being like, hey, I'm having an issue with such and such. I can't really get into it right now. I'm still processing it, but, you know, we probably need to talk about it soon.
Right.
You know, that's still a form of communication. At least I'm aware of the problem.
Yeah.
And then we can both think about it, plan a time to sit down and discuss it and whatnot. But, like, just hiding it and, like, not talking about it at all is just, it's not healthy. And I used to be like that.
Yeah.
Like, I've had a lot of issues with that.
Even at, like, the beginning of our relationship.
Yeah.
You know, you had to learn very quickly that I can't talk about something immediately. Because if I do, it comes off more aggressive than I intend for it to. And I do need to take, like, 25 steps backwards and sit and think and then come to you. But I also had to learn that, like, if I upset you, I need to give you at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, because, like, for me, I'm a very non-confrontational person. Like, I don't like to, I don't like having problems. And, you know, that's kind of unavoidable. Like, everyone's gonna deal with that. But I don't like confronting stuff immediately, because it's just, I'm very passive, not passive aggressive. I'm more of a pacifist when it comes to a lot of things, which is an odd thing to have. Like, I don't even know if I told you about this, but the other night at work, the guy I was working with, I'm somehow that got brought up in conversation, and he's like, "You're in a really weird line of work if you're non-confrontational." I'm like, I know, but it's not, like, I don't mind getting in other people's dealing with their confrontations, because I'm not directly involved. Granted, when I get into the middle of it, I'm kind of inserting myself, and now I'm involved, but it's not the same thing as, like, it being my problem. I make it my problem because, like, you know, that's my job. I work security outside of, you know, I'm not making money doing this. It'd be nice.
We just do this for fun.
Yeah. So, you know, my line of work is security, and my whole job is to get and be, you know, somewhat confrontational. But when it's my problem, I have issues with it. So that's the key difference there. But,
well, I mean, like, there's been plenty of times when there's been, like, a problem, like, with me. Not necessarily, like, you and me, but
you're dealing with something.
I am directly in the line of fire for confrontation. Whether it's with my dad, or someone else in my family, or, you know, even my kid's dad. You know, I am in direct line of fire. Your immediate thought process is, I need to get in there. I need to get in between that. Here's the difference between us. I like conflict to an extent. I am a very much like I don't care if you are 5 foot, 6 foot, or 7 foot. I don't care. I've gone in grown man's faces before.
Yeah.
And I've told them to shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. Like, men don't scare me. So, here I am. There's about to be a fight, and I'm about to be, like, right in the middle of it because it's my issue, and you're just like, if someone touches her, I'm going to kill them.
Yeah.
It's a very, like, you're very silent about it. Like, you're not, like, immediately, like, touch her and I'm gonna fuck you up. You're just standing there, very, like, gloomy looking, almost. but like there's an aura that just like pours from you in those situations, and I'm just like, he loves me. Because even though you know I can hold my own, I can do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, nah, you shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to deal out your own damage.
Mm-hmm.
No one should be wanting to put damage on you.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't really have that in any of my other relationships. It was always like, oh, well, I mean, you say you can take care of yourself, so, you know, just go deal with it on your own. And you're just like, nah, who said what?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, how do we get here from communication?
I don't know. Just happens.
That's so funny.
So how about them hurricanes?
Did y'all hear about Wilson getting ejected for fighting?
In the Olympics.
Anyways, okay.
We're not talking about that.
All I did was move slightly, and I don't know why I fucked up.
You hit something. I think you hit... Somehow you hit... I don't understand it. Oh, you hit the...
This?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you hit the... Where the microphone is attached to.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Well... Flightless Rain is back doing another raid. Hey, guys.
What's up?
Well, it's just Flightless right now with a party of 5. Oh, bringing a party 5 to the podcast. Okay, cool. Hey, guys, how's it going?
Do y'all have any questions?
These are the same people that raided me while I was playing the Long Dark game.
Oh, I heard about you guys. What's up? Do y'all have any relationship questions that we might be able to answer for you guys?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if you guys, because you're just now popping in. We're basically just discussing life in relationships and all that. Would you quit touching stuff over there?
I moved a millimeter. Don't yell at me. Fuck yeah.
See, we communicate great.
Help
me.
Quit your line.
SOS, help.
If our house gets raided, I'm gonna beat you up.
No swatting, guys. That would not be good.
I don't think you'd be able to find us, because, like, our location isn't disclosed. Like, you know, like, we're in, like, North Carolina. But
I don't know how people hack Twitch streams and send... I don't know. Anyway.
While I wait on questions, if you want to send questions, you can. You don't have to. I don't want to make you feel like you're pressured or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was saying was that I've learned that, like, for you, I have to give you at least 10 minutes before... Like, if I do something that upsets you in any way, shape, or form, I have to give you at least 10 minutes. Yeah. And then we can talk about it. Because trying to talk about it beforehand, because you're non-confrontational, you just shut down. How old are you? And why do you have a bedtime?
Hey, people can have bedtimes at any age. But, well, I appreciate you raiding us, and then...
Yes.
It's so rude to just raid and then leave. Like, just raid and dip, that's what we're doing? I'm just playing. But thank you for raiding again. It makes my day whenever y'all do that, so...
Yes. Hopefully next time we won't be so late, and you can stay longer.
Yeah, I need to start doing these a little bit earlier, but I'm also a night person, because that's my job. I stay up late at night, so... Yeah. But yeah, so...
It's okay.
Feel free to raid anytime. That's the point I'm getting to. So
raid as much as you feel the need to.
Oh, hey, dog mom duties are important. Okay.
Hey! Listen! I have 7 dogs, and I am 24, so I feel you. I feel you, boo boo.
But yeah, so you go do what you got to do. We'll probably be. Going for another little over half an hour. We're at 25 minutes right now. So
are we really?
Yeah.
This might have to go longer than an hour.
Well, can't go longer than 2 hours, because otherwise I won't be able to do much with it afterwards. So we can always make it a 2-parter and just record another one at another time.
That's fair. But, yeah, no, communication is, like, a big thing for us, specifically.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you know, when we got together, it had been a year since your separation.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, like, learning how to deal being a single mom, basically.
I was learning how to be a divorcee, or that's the
Divorcee.
Divorcee, whatever. Yeah, that's... Yeah, being divorced at 30 was not on my bingo card, but, you know.
Hey, being a single mom at 21 wasn't mine.
Yeah.
And then finding out later that I was pregnant again.
Mm-hmm.
That threw me for a fucking loop.
Yeah.
But, you know, we learned fairly early how to read each other, like, especially when it comes to conflict.
Mm-hmm.
But then there have been times when we've gone a little too far with our picking around.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's caused issues.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I am one of those people that if I feel like a sudden burst of love for someone, I just want to bite them.
Yeah, and you bite too hard.
I don't mean to.
Well, that's the thing. You don't necessarily bite too hard. It's just I have, like, no pain tolerance at all.
And you have how many tattoos?
It's a different kind of pain.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying too. Like, it's a different kind of pain, but I have little to no pain tolerance when it comes to anything besides tattoos. But yeah.
But, you know, there's been a few times where I have been down too hard because you jerk and you move.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, it's okay. And I'm like, no, it's not. I caused you pain. I'm not supposed to cause you pain.
Yeah.
Do you want to know why most marriages fail?
Infidelity?
Money.
Part of why mine failed.
No, she was just a whore.
Well, that too, but also...
She was just a whore who no longer wanted the title of being married.
Yeah, it's fair.
But no, a lot of relationships fail because of money. And a lot of times, it's not even necessarily like because people are running out of money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. It's because no one trusts anyone anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So you have these couples who one will make one amount, one will make another amount.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever's making more, a lot of times will stash money away.
Yeah.
And then comes in the infidelity, and, you know, when it comes down to alimony or child support or whatever that, you know, whatever they have to deal with there,
Mm-hmm.
It comes out like, oh no, they actually have a lot more money because they've been stashing away for 5, 10, 15 years,
Mm-hmm.
or however long. And that just causes so many issues.
Yeah.
Which I am all for, like, have your separate accounts. Have your separate accounts. If it makes you feel more independent, absolutely. But absolutely have a joint account for household bills.
Mm-hmm.
It makes things so much easier.
Yeah.
Because then you can also look at, like, if you do end up splitting up, and it's a question of, like, oh, well, who gets the house? Okay, well, who put money into the joint account for the mortgage?
Mm-hmm.
You can see that.
Yeah.
You can see who put money into the account for the power bill, the water bill, the subscriptions, you know, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
There's literally a paper trail instead of it being like just cold hard cash.
Yeah. I mean, it makes it easier, especially when you're first starting off, especially like when it comes to specifically a marriage. Like, you're both going into it with your own bills because you didn't just appear one day with no bills and then get married and then like, oh, now we have bills. Like, no, you had stuff established before you met each other, before you like became, you know, and that's the thing. Some people make a joint account work, some people don't. Like, it's just, it really depends on the person. Like there's no set rule with that, but
well, it's funny that you say that, like, you don't just appear with no bills, Because when me and my child's dad first got together and moved in with each other, the only bills that I had was my car payment, my phone payment.
Well, but still, that's still a pre-bill that you had.
Right.
So paying for it with your own account makes, a little bit easier.
But, moving in, now I had half of the rent, half of the power, half of the internet. And that's the thing, like, he was so bad with money that, like, we would get paid, because we worked at the same place. Like, that's how we met. We met working together. So we would both get paid, and he would waste his money, and then he'd come to me and be like, hey, I don't have enough for rent. Can you spot me?
Yeah.
And it was so frustrating, which is why I'm like, we need to have a joint account for household bills.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I think it was like after a year of us being together was when I approached you with it.
With what?
Being on a joint account.
Yeah, something like that.
Like adding you to my bank account just so that way you can put money in there for bills.
Yeah.
But you still had other accounts open in your name. And I just recently opened one that's just solely in my name. Just because it makes things so much easier. Because then I'm like, okay, I can just have everything on auto pay to this one joint account. And then, oh, look at that. I have money in my other account for the things that I want to do, like fill up my car with gas or buy vape juice or, maybe I want to take you out to dinner instead of you taking me out to dinner.
Yeah.
Do I have a hair?
Yeah. I couldn't tell if it was connected to you or not. It's like, it's eluding me. Where did it go? It keeps catching the light. It was bugging me. Anyway, but with my ex-wife, like, we started off with a joint account. I had to basically talk her into doing separate accounts, and she was, real quick to be very judgmental and suspicious about that. She's like, well, why do you want to? I'm like, I had to talk her into it, basically, like, explain how it would benefit us. I had no ulterior motives or anything with it. I was just like, you have your bills, like, you have your car payment, you have your
She had that one credit card.
Yeah, she had a credit card that she had before we met, and I had credit cards that I was paying off, and I was just like, it would just be easier because that way we both know how much we have to our own name,
and how much we can put together to our joint name.
Right. And eventually I talked her into it, but she was just real suspicious of it the entire time.
Because she was up to nefarious things.
Oh, absolutely. But
like. That's another thing about trust. Here's the thing. We are on Prandall's setup. We are on Prandall's, PlayStation. This is his microphone. Yeah, I might be sitting in the chair, but that's just because I have a bad back. But, like, I'm touching nothing. And that's because of something that you told me early on, is that you don't want other people touching your electronics.
That's just been it's a quirk of mine I've had since I was a kid.
Right.
I don't know why.
Now, granted, I've been cheated on so many times that for me, it was just like, it was a given, like, oh, you get into a new relationship, here's the passcode to my phone, what's the passcode to your phone, whatever. I don't necessarily, like, want to go through your messages, but every once in a while, I'll see you, like, do, like, a half smile at your phone, and I'm like, who you texting? Who you talking to?
I'm usually watching a video that made me laugh.
That you end up sending to me, and that kind of, like, calms me down.
Yeah, and then, like, 2 seconds later, you get a notification being like, Prandall sent you a TikTok. I'm like, oh.
And I'm just like, my dude. And a lot of times it's something stupid with a lizard.
Lizard.
But,
Pussy. Oh, no, that was the cat. Pussy. Or the French Goldeen from Pokemon. Pussy.
Any a hootie. Yeah.
Hey, at least I didn't do Plusle and Minin with their translations where it's one of them sounds like he's saying the N-word.
Oh gosh. Yeah, no, this one got 2 of my kids on Pokemon. So I get
technically I didn't have as much to do with Pokemon as the other child.
No, no, I'm talking about the youngest.
Uh-huh. I thought he got them into Pokemon mostly.
No, the oldest got the middle one kind of into Pokemon, and then you like helped it along.
Yeah.
But for the youngest specifically, that was all you.
Oh, okay. Well.
Any hootie. So, for 3 years, is my shirt bothering you?
It was all bunched up. I was helping. Fix. There, I fix.
But for 3 years, there's only been like one time that I've actually like picked up your phone because I wanted to take a picture of myself and then thought better of it because I'm like, if you see the picture, you're going to know that I touched your phone. And if you know that I touched your phone, you're going to get mad at me because I did it without your permission. Now, there's been plenty of times where like I've moved your phone and you kind of like tense up, which we have the very first girlfriend ever in your life to thank for that.
No, it wasn't the first one. It was just the first long-term one. Because, like, trust me, I'll be the first to admit that my issues with electronics and, like, my phone and everything sound like a red flag. Like, I'll be the first to say that. It sounds sketchy, but I am very upfront with why it's an issue. And it's because I had very toxic relationships that they were going out of their way to find something that I was doing wrong. And I had to keep proving them wrong over and over. I got tired of it. And it's like, look, you either trust me or you don't trust me. Like, until I do something where I should, by all matters, lose your trust, then you should trust someone. Like, I believe you trust someone until they prove otherwise.
Right. Like, yeah, there's been plenty of times when, like, I'll get a spam call and I was just like, can you answer that? And you're just like, hee.
But, like, 9 times out of 10, if you hand me your phone, I'm very, like...
You're very uncomfortable. Like, I see you tense up and you're just like, The only time that you don't really tense up anymore now is, like, if I'm ordering food and I'm like, pick what you want.
Well, yeah, because the app's already there. I don't have to, like, go through anything. Like, I don't like...
navigating.
Yeah, I just...
Someone else's phone.
I feel like I'm going to mess something up. That's part of my issues with... If somebody touches my electronics, not just my phone, but, like, my games, my music, just any of that stuff, I feel like it's not that I think that person specifically is going to mess something up, but it's because they're not familiar with my stuff that they might unintentionally mess something up. That's the whole issue when it comes to electronics, because I have stuff very specific the way I like it. It's probably some kind of OCD thing that I have, and if someone's not familiar with it, there is that chance that something might accidentally, like, granted, could I fix it? Yes. Would it be frustrating and would I freak out a little bit? Probably. But that's just where it all stems from. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So.
But, we also have what I like to call our golden rule, which is if there's ever a time where I get a feeling like deep in the pit of my stomach that something is going on, I have every right to be like, I need to see it. Like, I'm getting my gut feeling. I need to see it. And at that point, all he would do is he would unlock it, and I would just sit beside him, and I would, instead of me actually having to touch it, I would make him go through everything. I've never in the 3 years that we've been together ever had to pull that card.
Yeah. And I trust her to be honest about that too, not just because it's like she just wants to do it. Because if you use that card and it's not actually the feel, the amount of anger I'd have at you, because I'd be like, that just shows that you don't trust me.
Yeah.
Because if you just did it just because it's like, oh well, I have that golden rule I could use whenever I want to, just because I feel like it's not that I think there's anything going on. I just want to finally do it. That would be a very uncool thing to do, and I feel like that would cause a very big fight because it would be uncalled for.
Right. And it's not even necessarily that I have to be like, you've been acting like this way or that way. But just because that's who I am, I'm like, hey, listen, for like a week straight now, you have been avoiding contact with me, you won't look at me, you have been so much on your phone, because just recently, like in the past year, you leave your phone face up now. It used to be that it was always turned over, and that used to irk me. I'm not even gonna lie, like, it being face down irked me because I'm like, that's a clear sign that someone's trying to hide something. No, for you, it's I don't want little grummy little fingers coming and tapping my screen.
Yeah, it was literally just to protect the screen, because there was a long time, like, and that's the thing, I don't think this phone, no, I don't, because we got new phones. I don't have the screen protector on it, but for a long time, like, I was just like, you know, trying to avoid, you know, the screen getting damaged and whatnot. Yeah. So, because I'm very protective of electronics, and like people always tell me like, hey, do you want the warranty on your device or like your phone or your play? I'm like, no. Like, I will baby this thing like it's my newborn child. Like, nothing bad will happen to it. Like, are you sure it's just to protect in case something happens? I'm like, I promise you,
nothing will happen.
Like, I always save money on those warranties because I'm like, no, I don't need it. I will never let anything happen to this.
Like, granted, has there been times when you've dropped it and you're like, shit? Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, and I panic. I'm like, oh, God, what did I do? Like,
my baby!
Are you okay, my precious? I don't go that overboard, but I do panic because I'm like, oh, God, please don't let there... And I'll tell you what, whenever I meet people that have, like, these giant, like, spiderwebs, like, cracks on
their... my God.
And they're just doing their thing on their phone, I'm like...
How do you see?
Get it like, I could have one crack, one scratch on my screen, and it would bug me forever. I'd be like, I need to get a new screen. I'm like, it still works. I'm like, no, there's a giant. It could be like the smallest little like hairline crack.
But to you, it's humongous.
It's taking up a whole screen. Like,
but
I can't stand people that do that.
But
it's always iPhone users too, because iPhones, you look at them wrong, they crack.
But
I told you the story where I knew a girl that like she just casually tossed it on her comfy ass like pillow top bed, and the screen shattered. It was a fucking iPhone. She just went boop, and it cracked, and she was like, oh shit. I'm like, how does that happen?
But you know, just recently you started like I have noticed that you started like just leaving it more instead of like picking it up, putting it in your pocket, taking it with you. Especially like if you're going like from the living room into the kitchen. And like, yeah, a lot of times it's plugged up, so obviously you want to leave it charging, but that's a long ass charger. You could definitely like, you know, put it in the kitchen with you.
Yeah, especially where the plug is.
But like, instead you've just been leaving it, and I'm like, that's a big step.
Yeah. Because
I mean, like, from when we first got together, it was your phone went with you everywhere. You were not leaving it anywhere. And now, one, you know that I will fuss at my own kids about your phone.
Yeah, because they're obsessed with phones. They try to take yours.
We have my dad, known as Papa, to thank for that. Thanks, Dad. You dick. Anyways,
Hello.
Hi, Ollie. Hi, pretty kitty.
Thought I felt something behind me. Speaking of animals, there's a cat in here right now.
And he's obsessed with me. He really is. If he doesn't get to snuggle me, he gets mad.
Why are you in that chair and not on the bed where I can... Boy, I did not say that you could go get in my chair on her lap. Boy, don't even.
Come on, Ollie.
Son of a bitch.
Come on, baby. You'll be okay.
He's like, there's not enough room here. I don't want to look at your butthole. I'm gonna get you one of those little, like, dangly things that, like, covers the butthole.
It's like, no. This is, a friend of mine's cat that I am currently cat sitting. Because, where she's living at right now, she could not take him with her. So, he's been my best buddy since... Hi, baby. You're not gonna fall. It's okay. If you feel like you're gonna fall, you can get down. Please don't scratch me. But, you know, like, when it comes to that golden rule specifically, you know, and we've talked about it a few times, where do I need to tell you, like, everything that's making me feel that way? And there's been times when you've been like, I would prefer if you did, but you don't actually have to.
Wait, what?
Like, why I have the feeling that I do, and why it's making me want to, like, look at your phone.
Oh.
You know, like, you would prefer if I told you, like, why I'm getting that feeling. Alright, you're gonna fall, and I don't want to get scratched. Yeah. But, like, just because, like, that's who I am, it's like, oh, you've been turning it back over, you've been taking it with you, you seem very secretive, which a lot of times, because the one time that I almost used it was not my last birthday, but the birthday before that. You were being really sneaky, and I was like, I'm getting a gut feeling, what's going on? And you're like, if I show you, it's going to ruin everything. Because that was when he bought me my Gothic plate and saucer and cup set for my birthday. And you were just like, just please trust me. Please, 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 please trust me. And I think like a week later it showed up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, is this what you were being secretive about? And you're like, yes, and I can prove it to you. And I was like, you don't have to. You don't have to prove it to me at all. I 1000% believe you. Yeah. Now, granted, here's another hot topic. You can absolutely trust your partner and not trust their friends. I told myself not to bring this up, but I feel like it needs to be brought up. There was a point where we had like split up for a hot minute.
Oh, we're talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh, get off my back, dude.
So there was a point where we had split up for a little bit, but we were still living in the same house.
That's it. I don't know if the microphone caught that, but there was a kitty sneeze.
And it was adorable. And during that time, Prandall was talking to one of his female friends more, and he started catching feelings for her. And at first, I was like, okay, you do you, boo-boo. Go get that. But then, my toxic ass, and I will say that this is toxic as fuck, I was just like, I don't want you with her, I want you with me. Tay.
I thought I initiated flirting.
You thought you did.
You told me I did.
You thought you did.
Ah, beesh.
Anywho, so then like after we got back together, because he was honest with me, he told me like straight up, you know, like me and this girl, like she knows how I feel. But we're still just like really best friends, and yeah, like we text all the time. And like that was a big thing for me to like get over, because I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you who you can and can't be friends with. But something didn't seem right to me, like from when before our split. With her, something just did not seem right. I couldn't put my finger on it, and then I was talking to one of my friends about it, and she was like, follow your intuition. Follow that gut feeling. And so I did, because I'm crazy like that. And I told you, I was like, hey, I absolutely trust the fuck out of you, but I don't trust her. Something about her seems shady. And you're like, well, she's talking to me less, and, you know, I'm really worried about her. And I was like, okay. And push comes to shove, we found out that after she ghosted you, works with friendships too, you can ghost your friends.
Yeah.
She started seeing some guy who looks trashy as fuck.
Yeah, bless you again.
And now they're engaged.
Well, actually, the first time was a different guy.
Yeah.
They both look. She apparently has a type, and it wasn't me. Yeah. At first it was one guy, and I got a weird vibe from this dude, and I brought it up to her, and she got extremely defensive, and that was the first time that we started talking less, because she got real mad. Yeah. Got mad at me for bringing it up, and turns out I was right, because the dude was, abusive physically, and was leaving marks on her and all kinds of stuff. They ended up splitting up, and then not long after that, she started dating another guy. So yeah, and now she's engaged to that one.
Yeah, and he I get a weird vibe just from like his pictures and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like it got really bad for me, because I'm like, I don't trust her. I will never tell you that you can't be friends with someone but I would hope that you would listen to, like, my gut feeling specifically about something, because in, like, that situation specifically, you were very biased. Because you're like, you know, she's one of my closest friends. You know, yeah, I might have, like, romantic feelings towards her, but, like, I love her as my friend as well. So you were very biased when I was like, there's something shady going on with her.
Yeah.
Because you really did not want to listen about it. And it was tearing me up. And it got to the point where I'm the type of person that my music talks about basically, like, what I'm feeling in that moment. And there was a specific song that I just started playing on repeat. To the point where you kind of were just like... But then, like, I also started having nightmares where it came down to, like, you had to choose between us. And in every single one, you chose her.
Yeah.
And it was awful.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Speaking of friends. Yo, got friends. You should reach out to them more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all I had to say about that.
Okay. Fury, get your fucking ass in here.
He's probably asleep. You know he works day shift.
Yeah. Like, you're a damn moderator and not in my streams, mister. I'll laugh when he comes back and sees this. It's like, what?
He's like, why are you talking shit about me? One, because you're loud as fuck. But I still believe that I can be louder than you. Two...
debatable.
Whose side are you on?
I'm just saying, I've met the guy.
Two, you're not doing your job. I know you do it for free, but you're not doing your damn job.
Anyway.
So let's see. We've covered communication, trust.
Oh, almost the hour point here.
Really?
Yep.
Well, hot damn.
52 minutes.
Oh, well, here's a question for you. It kind of has to do with relationships. How did it feel kind of being, like, thrown into a stepdad role?
I mean, at first I didn't really like... I didn't really like... It just kind of happened naturally, because it wasn't like... You didn't, like, come to me and be like, hey, you're, you know...
You stepdaddy now.
Right, like, you're not one of those kind of women that...
No.
And there are women out there that do that. They're just like, I'm out here looking for a new daddy for my kids. It's like, no, that's not how that works.
I'm going to be so real right now. Me being on the app, I was just looking for, like, a quick one-nighter to make me feel better.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to like...
Fall in love and be together forever.
No, we were literally supposed to just hook up once, and that was about it.
But you know...
See how that turned out.
Apparently, like, I just have that effect on divorced men because... Like, my kid's dad was also going through a divorce at the time.
Yeah. But, to answer your question, it was, like, I felt like I was kind of, like, not necessarily overstepping, but, like, I didn't want to, like, take anything away from, like, their actual,
their
like,
dad.
parent, you know?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I've been in a situation similar, not necessarily similar, but, like, my biological father was not part of my life.
Yeah.
You know? And my dad is technically my stepfather. And, you know, like, at first I refused to call him dad. Because I, you know, even though I didn't really know my father that much, I knew that this guy wasn't my father. And, my mom, in a very, like, not in a pushy way, she was like, hey, you know, he's been in your life. Like, she just sat me down and she wasn't going to force me to call him dad, but she just sat me down one day and she's like, you know, it would mean the world to him. Like, you know, it's your choice, but it would mean the world to him if you felt like you wanted to call him dad, you could.
Right.
And I didn't, like, immediately do it. Like, I did some, like, thinking, and, you know, he'd been in my life for a long time or for a couple of years at that point.
I mean,
just kind of felt right. So
it's kind of like with my own stepchild. Like, even though me and my kid's dad aren't, like, we're not together, but, like, I still have rights to see my stepchild, just because me and his mom are, like, besties.
Yeah.
And because I'm the mother of his brothers. You know, he asked me one day, he said, "What do I call you?" And I said, "You can call me," and I gave him my name. I gave him a variation of my name. And there was just one morning, like a couple months later, and I was making him eggs, and he goes, "Hey, Mommy," and I stopped. Because I was so worried that his mom was going to be so mad at me, because I was like, I have never once told him to call me that.
Yeah. And, like, it's kind of funny, like, every once in a while, like, it doesn't happen daily, so, like, every couple of weeks or so, the two little ones, they'll just be like, "Daddy," I mean, and then they'll say my name, my actual name, and, I love that it's really cute that they slip up, but, like, I don't know exactly what to say, because part of me wants to be like, it's okay if you want to call me that. But I don't want to pressure them either. Like, well, you know what I mean?
Not to mention, like, if they go to their dad and then they're like, "Oh yeah, Prandall said that we can call him Daddy," I'm going to get an angry phone call.
Yeah, like.
And then that's going to start a whole thing. I'm like, "Hey, your oldest calls me Mom.
Yeah.
And your first ex has no issue with it, so why do you all of a sudden have an issue with the fact that our kids have another father figure in their life?"
Yeah.
And, I'll tell them all the time, like, "Hey, Prandall's just as much of a parent as I am. You have to listen to him." And they test it. They push your buttons on a daily basis just because they can.
Yeah.
And they know that, like, you're not trying to overstep by any means.
Right.
But,
so, so there's never been, like, an official, like, declaration of, "I am step-parent now." It's just kind of,
it's kind of just happened.
It's more situational, because it's like, for a long time I wanted nothing to do with, like, parenting them. It wasn't like any kind of, like, spiteful thing or anything like that. It's just like that wasn't my place.
Yeah.
Then slowly over time it was like, I was able to, like, you felt comfortable with, like me, like, watching them while you weren't like around. And
that took over a year. I think it was over a year before I left them alone with you.
Or even, like, when they needed a parenting moment, at first it was like, I just kind of stepped back and let you handle it. But then it was like, you would you would allow me to put my 2 cents in for, like, situations and stuff. And then that slowly evolved more into, "Fucking, I'm tired, you handle this." And I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, bet.
Well, it's
listen, you two.
It's very funny, like, seeing how it's progressed.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you first came in, I was very much like, because I didn't know I was pregnant yet.
Yeah.
We didn't find out I was pregnant until we've been together for, like, a month. And listen, when you're trying to make a relationship work with your ex, you do things that you're not necessarily proud of. But you know what? I got my youngest out of it, and that's all I care about. Anyways.
Yeah.
Little. And then I had my stepchild, and I was like, if they do anything wrong, you need to come to me.
Yeah. You
need to tell me what they do wrong so I can deal with it.
Yeah.
And, that would be that. And then, like, after a year, it was very much like, I need a break. Do you think you can watch them? And you're like, yeah. And I was gone for, like, at most an hour.
Yeah.
And you did
fine.
Like,
went down to the store or, like, the vape shop or something.
Yeah.
Or, like, went grocery shopping or something like that. Just little things like that.
And, it progressed over time. And here we are now, 3 years later. And,
I've watched them for almost, like, a whole day.
Yeah. Or my middle one will do something, and you'll catch it before I will. And he looks at me, and I'm like, yeah, no, I am 1,000% on Prandall's side. Now, is there still things that you sometimes do that I don't like? Absolutely. I don't say anything in front of my fucking children.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm very much okay, guys, y'all go play. Go out of the room. I did not like that.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what did I do? And then I calmly mostly, calmly.
I was like, sometimes.
Explain, this is what you did. This is why I did not like it, because I want them to grow up like this instead of like that. We need to work on that.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of times you're like, hey, thanks for catching that. I didn't realize I did that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And, you know, but because you need to show a united front in front of kids, I refuse to say anything in front of my children.
Yeah.
Now, does something still, like, slip up at times? Sure. There's been times when you've, like, raised your voice for whatever reason. And, like, right now it's, like, slipping my mind on one of the reasons why you raised your voice. And my head will snap. And, of course, the kids see that and they're like, oh, that's mommy's, she didn't like that head snap. And so they take that and they use it to, like, push some more and push your buttons.
Yeah.
But then, you know, the very next day they're doing the exact same thing, and now mommy's raising her voice. Mommy's telling you to fucking stop. And they're like, wait a minute, I thought you didn't like it when he did it, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
And it's like, no. You assumed something. You assumed I didn't like the way he spoke to you. When in reality, it could have been something completely different.
Yeah.
Now, sit down. But I mean, that's what kids do. They're meant to push.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously it took me a while before I could trust you enough to leave you alone with my children.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's always been a big thing for me. My kids are my world. And, you know, I was joking with my middle one tonight because he's the only one who will not go to sleep by himself. He needs someone in the room with him.
Yeah.
So I was joking with him and I was like, did you know that mommy loves you more than Prandall? Or more than she loves Prandall? And he's like, yeah. And you were in the kitchen, you're like, hey! Like, everybody knows that. My kids know that I love them more than anything and that there is nothing that I would not do for them.
Yeah.
But it's a different love. Like, the love I have for you is completely different than the love I have for my kids. And vice versa. Like, the love that you have for me is so much different than the love that you have for my kids. And that's another thing. Like, if there's a single mom who listens to this, and she's like, how am I supposed to find love? Do not settle on the man who is like, yeah, I'll totally take that package deal, and then slowly, like, pushes your child out of the picture. Go for the man who's like, I see the package deal, and I don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Because he's going to do everything in his power to make your child comfortable with him enough to where you see the good qualities in him. Because that's exactly what you did. Like, you came in and, like, when I first introduced you to my son, you were just like, hi, how are you? And he's kind of just looking at you and he's like, I'm literally a toddler.
Yeah. Well, it's like, and, you know, I've dated, you know, moms before, but I've never been a parent. So, I mean, I don't have, like, I didn't come into this with, like, you know, experience with, you know, raising kids in any way. Like, I've obviously been around kids. I have siblings. I have younger siblings. I've dated, you know, single moms. And, you know, so I have a little bit of experience with, like, that aspect of it, but it's completely different than, you know, being a parental figure and helping raise a tiny human. So, I mean, you know.
Like, when I brought my youngest home,
Yeah.
you were so skittish about holding him. I think he was, like, 3 or 4 months old before you actually held him.
Well, yeah, because, like, I have that fear of, like, oh, God, what if I don't hold the kid right and the head falls backwards and the neck snaps or something? Like, or what if I drop it, you know? Something like that, you know? But, like, one thing I wanted to bring up with, like, you know, dating moms before is, like, right before I moved to North Carolina, I was dating that one girl who had 3 kids. And, you know, we weren't together too terribly long. But we were just, it was really funny. We were sitting on the couch together, watching Harry Potter. I don't have a type.
Oh, you so have a type.
She like that is part of the type, but she was a very, very petite, skinny little thing. So
yeah, no, Prandall likes his women thick.
I mean that is true, but it's not the entire truth. Like I don't necessarily have like a body type because I've dated curvy women, I've dated skinny women, and like granted I gear more towards the curvier, thicker women, but I've dated thin girls before. Anyway, that's not the point of what I was trying to get to. We were just sitting there watching Harry Potter. Pretty sure it was Prisoner of Azkaban, if I remember correctly. But one of her kids, I can't remember which one it was, but I just remember he just walked up and he goes, "Are you my dad?" And I froze because I was like, no. Is this like? Because I looked at her, I was like, does this kid not know who? Like, he was on the spectrum somewhere. Mm-hmm. So like he knew who his dad was, but I guess like he has like,
I think he was like trying
to memory issues or something. I don't
that,
remember what he had, but
either that or he was trying to ask like, "Are you my new dad?"
It's probably something along those lines, but it just caught me off guard so badly because she and I had not discussed any kind of like long term like
right
am I gonna help like there was no like me helping raise her kids at that like, we had not gotten there yet. And she had to like take over and was like, no, he's not your dad. Like she had to explain it to him, and he was like, okay, and then just walked off and started playing some more. I'm like, and I was just sitting there, just like so beyond like awkward, because I was not expecting her kid to just walk up and be like, "Are you my dad?" And I was like, no, but that's a conversation for the future if we ever get to that point, but.
And I mean, obviously, y'all didn't.
No, yeah.
But
she actually got very upset that I moved, but yeah.
Yeah, her loss. Any hoodie. But like, and it never really was like a conversation.
Yeah.
It was just more of a, hey, do you feel comfortable enough to watch the littles while I do this or do that?
Yeah.
And that alone showed that I was comfortable with you watching them, but I want to make sure that you were also comfortable because...
I mean, there were times at first where I was like, I was honest and said no, because I wasn't quite comfortable yet, and you were like, okay.
Well, then you're coming with me to take them to the store.
Yeah.
And you're just like, but I don't want to go to the... It's either you stay here and you watch them, or you come with me.
Yeah.
Because I don't like taking my kids out in public by myself.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. I don't like doing it.
Yeah.
But, their dad, he was very much like, I don't want him trying to play daddy. Yeah. And I'm like, he lives with me.
Yeah.
You don't have a say in that.
Yeah. And like your youngest one, for a long time, like he didn't see me as like a parental figure. He was just like, this is my best buddy.
Oh my God, like, he adored you.
He was just obsessed with me.
Like,
it was just like his nickname for me is Papa, because Prandall, like my real name starts with a P, so he just says he would say Papa. That was my nickname.
And it sounded a lot like Papa.
Yeah.
And when their dad heard it the first time, he was so mad.
Yeah.
And like now he's kind of like gotten over it.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, oh, well, how's Papa doing? And I'm like, get the stick out of your ass, my dude.
Yeah. But like I was just his buddy, and pretty much every single day it was just like because he would just babble, but we would clearly hear Papa, because he'd be like, Papa, and you would just be like, do you want to go see Papa? And he'd like, yeah.
And I'm like, all right, let's go see Papa. Like there's a few times like in the afternoon before you wake up, he would demand to see you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you want to go wake up Papa? And he goes, yes. And so I would come over to the door and I'd be like, all right. And I would creak it open and I'm just like, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And then like as we were walking in, you would wake up and you're like, oh, hi guys.
And it was funny, like I remember like before he was like walking, he would want to go to the door, you'd pick him up and you'd be like, okay, knock on the door, and you would show him how to knock, like with your fist, and then you'd just do like your knuckles. And he's like, okay, and he'd just take his whole hand,
just bam, bam, bam,
just smack it on the door. And it's like,
scare the shit out of you.
And you're just like, no, gentle knock, and he would just be like, smack. Like, okay, like no, gentle doesn't mean just do one. It means just do a little. You'd be like, okay, smack.
Like, I remember the first time it happened, and we come in, and you're, like, panting, because it scared you so bad.
Yeah, because I didn't know what was going on.
And I'm like, are you good? And you're like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, oh, it was this one.
This one, and he's just like,
Papa!
just smiling at me, like, I was like, and I can't get mad at that cute little face, like.
Like, now that he's like, full toddler mode, and he's a grumpy little thing. Mm-hmm. If he, listen.
He growls. he lets you know when he's upset about something, because like he like
he's adorable.
Yeah.
Do not like he's got this gorgeous curly head of hair.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's vicious,
full of attitude, and I wonder where he gets that from.
Me and his dad.
Because when he will tell you, like, he might not always verbalize it correctly because he's not quite there yet, but he will say some shit. And it comes out as a growl, because and we're just like, okay, tell us how you really feel.
Like, I can ask him, like, hey, do you want to watch SpongeBob? No, SpongeBob!
No!
Do you want to watch Spidey and Friends? No, Spidey and Friends! And I'm just like, oh my god, dude, what do you want?
And what's funny, he's a lot like me. He's very animated with his hands. like I'm doing it right now. Like,
yeah.
I have no control over this. Like y'all can't see this, but like when I talk, I use my hands a lot. He does the same thing, because he'll point and he'll be like, no, 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 no. And he's like pointing and like using like flailing his arms. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and every single time that he does that, I just look at you and I'm like, I wonder where he got that from.
So I can't control what he learns visually. But
yeah, no, like he is definitely like he looks like his dad.
Yeah.
For sure. 100% looks like his dad. Full of mommy attitude.
Yep.
But then he tries to point that attitude at me, and I was like, listen, young student, you have not yet passed the master.
The student has not surpassed the master yet. You are still the Padawan.
And I'm like, I'm so gonna put you in your place. And then I sit here and I'm like, one day he's gonna be a teenager.
Yep.
And I'm gonna embarrass the fuck out of him the minute he brings a girl home. I'm like, oh hey, did you pick up that cream for your testes?
Testy cream?
Yes.
What kind of testy cream is he gonna have?
Oh, you can get a yeast infection in your testicles.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I'm going to embarrass the fuck out of him. And when he asked me why, I'm going to be like, because when you were a toddler, you were so mean. All the time. You used to hit me. This is payback. This is legal payback. I can legally do this.
Yep.
I don't beat my kids. I don't believe in beating my kids. I don't believe that they should be afraid of their parents.
Besides, it's the parents' job to embarrass the kid.
Like,
it's called parental payback.
I absolutely feel like the kids should feel safe with their parents. Now, should they absolutely respect the fuck out of you? Yes. But that being said, I don't hit my kids. So embarrassing them? Oh, absolutely. I embarrass my oldest every single day. He'll get in the car and I'll just be blasting some sort of musical, just dancing along to it. And he's like, Mom!
Hell, we embarrassed the middle one just the other night because we were talking about his
teacher.
We were having a conversation about his teacher, and he pipes up. Because he's supposed to be going to sleep because he's, sleeping on the couch because he's got to be around, people to sleep. And he just sits up and he's like,
"That's my teacher."
That's my teacher. And we're like,
Do you think she's pretty?
He's like, he got all bashful. He's like,
yeah. And we're like, do you have a crush on her?
And he's like, you could tell that the wheels were turning in his head. He goes, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna tell her, and his face got real bright red because obviously I have a way to message her, and I sure did. I sent her a text message.
She didn't respond.
She went, "Aw, he's a mess." I was like, I love you so much. I love his teacher. She is awesome. I absolutely love her. But as for relationships, you know, obviously, like, there's the relationship of, like, being a step parent, being a birth parent.
Mm-hmm.
There's our relationship, you know, like, the first year, I think, was, like, our rockiest year, just because we were learning each other.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's most relationships. I mean,
yeah.
You know, a lot of people are like, oh, well, what about, like, you know, the honeymoon phase and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I've noticed, at least in my experience, I know a lot of people have, like, the honeymoon phase, like, in dating relationships,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more like, I don't really see that as the honeymoon phase. I see that as more like the puppy dog phase, where
Yes.
it's like, oh, it's all, you know, cutesy, it's all, you know, it's, you know,
magical.
Magical. It's like, you know, you're like, you can't get enough of each other. You're loving at each other all the time. You're a lot of times people are having sex more in the beginning of a relationship. If you're lucky, you're still having sex a lot middle of the relationship. We won't get into those graphic details. Stop it. We're making dirty faces. The honeymoon phase is, I see it more as like in like marriages, because that's why they call it the honeymoon phase. And I definitely had that with my ex-wife. You know, it does fizzle out, and you know, hopefully once that fizzles out, what you're left with. And yes, I am gonna quote Chandler, because he's my spirit human.
Rest in peace, Matthew Perry.
But like, there's some truth to it. Like, you really do learn a lot of life lessons from that show. But you know, he talks about how, like, once that kind of does wear off, but hopefully what you're left with is, you know, a strong foundation, communication, you know, trust, and a lot of love. And like, that's true. You know, like, everyone loves the honeymoon phase, but like, yeah, it doesn't last forever. It's not supposed to.
Right.
It's supposed to help build the foundation.
I mean, all right, I will ask one last question, and then we're gonna have to hop off here because we're kind of cutting time.
By about almost half an hour.
Okay. In the 3 years that we've been together, what phase do you think that we are currently in? Because from my experience, like, with my kid's dad, it was honeymoon, and then it was just over.
Yeah. I think we're in that, like, the best way I can describe it is like the safety net phase, where it's like we're at a very comfortable level where there's not a whole lot of like yeah, we bicker, and like we have days where we get on each other's nerves.
Yeah.
But we're not like, it's not like we're not like at each other's throats fighting. You know what I mean? We don't really really have big blowout fights. I could probably count on one hand how many big blowout fights that we've had.
We've had one. And it's because the ghost that follows me from house to house stole a Sprite and hid it, and we still have not. I guarantee you it's somewhere underneath the house.
Probably somehow.
Like that. I swear that's where he put it. Because me and my middle child were sick, so Prandall bought 2 Sprites, and then I bought a third one specifically for me and my child to help with our throats, because for whatever reason Sprite, like ginger ale, helps.
Yeah.
And
out of those 3, 1 was remaining. 1 I knew I drank.
1 I knew that me and my child drank, and then 1 went missing.
Yeah. And
because I lost my voice, I'm having to yell so he can hear me, and then he started yelling back at me, and I was like, no. What we're not gonna do is yell at a sick person.
Yeah.
That's the only fight we've ever had.
Yeah.
That I can think of. Like, I cannot think of any other, like, fights. Like, disagreements, sure.
Yeah.
But, like, that's the only, like, big blow-up fight we've ever had.
Yeah. Like, we've had little squabbles, but no, like, big fights. So, like, I think we're in that, like, safe zone phase, where it's like, you know, we're comfortable,
And, you know, even though, like, no one, like, really got to, like, ask us any questions, I will say this, like, yes, we have talked about, like, if we would ever get married. No, we have not decided.
Yeah.
Because, like, that was, like, when we first got together, that was, like, a very sensitive topic for you.
Well, yeah,
because you had just gotten out of a marriage.
Well, I originally planned to only do it once.
Yeah.
And that was my goal, and it didn't really turn out that way, so.
Well, like, same.
Yeah.
And, you know,
like, after all of that, kind of, the whole idea of marriage kind of, it left a bad taste in my mouth, and I blame her for that.
Yeah.
So.
But, like, even though we have not, like, fully decided, we do have a set of rings that we wear that I got you for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm like, it's not necessarily like a possessiveness thing, but I'm just like, I want people to know that you're taken. I want them to know that you're mine.
Mm-hmm.
Because let me tell you something. I notice when we go out, you're catching eyes. And they're gonna end up.
See it, but okay.
They're gonna end up catching hands. You saw the waitress at Texas Roadhouse eyeing you up like fucking candy.
But that's rare that I notice it.
But
there was that one time in Charlotte.
Oh, I was ready to go on a hunt.
She didn't know. Okay.
She saw us in the car together first. She knew. She knew. I don't give a fuck. We don't look alike. She fucking knew.
But I thought that she didn't see us in the car until that was the after.
No, she saw us first. Uh-huh. We parked. You went to go take a delivery, and she saw you the second time.
She probably didn't even notice us the first time. We noticed her the first time, because then I got out of the car and was walking to deliver the package, and pass her, and she just does this like double take, like, damn. And I'm like, my ego was all like, I was like, hey.
He made sure that we were like on the road driving before he told me.
I was like, I must get out of the city before I tell you, because then we can't turn back around.
Because he knew I would have jumped out of the car and went on the hunt.
She just saw someone that she found.
I don't give a fuck.
Innocent child.
You is mine.
I tell you that, not an innocent. I was making a joke. She was an adult.
Yeah, she was definitely an adult. She had like she had like a half sleeve.
I was making a joke, being like, she's just an innocent child, like that. Don't take my words out of context. That was an adult that was checking me out. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Anyway.
But like, yeah, we do have rings that we wear. I can't wear mine all the time because my fingers swell.
Mine, apparently, I might be allergic to mine because it irritates my skin a lot.
But like we do have rings to show like we're in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Because like, after 3 years, I would like to say that we're committed.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's like, I'm not like dampening people's marriages, but like, logistically, it is just a piece of paper.
The only benefit of marriage is taxes.
Yeah. So I mean, like, we don't necessarily need that.
No.
To show anything.
Like we don't need a piece of paper to say that we love each other and that we're happy together.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like we're definitely like in that like safety zone, because like right before this, I was overtouched because my kids like to climb on me. Touch me and I'm gonna bite you. Come here.
No. No.
But right before this, that goes back to communication and trust. Did I know he was going to pout because I didn't want to be touched and all he wanted to do was hold me? Yes. But at the same time, like, I communicated, I am very overtouched. Please do not touch me.
Yeah.
And that's another thing we didn't cover. Respect. Mm-hmm. He respected my boundary. He was like, okay, you're overtouched. I'm going to roll over here to where I'm not touching you.
Yeah.
And, then we started doing this. Now our legs have been touching for like almost 2 hours.
Scandalous.
You know what? But I mean, like, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say that like we're in like the safety net phase. I would say that we are more of like elderly couple phase.
Damn.
Like, not because we've been together for so long, but like we're so secure.
Yeah.
That it's like no couple. Now listen, if y'all see us out in public, I am so sorry, because it looks like we hate each other. It really does. We talked about that so many times. Like, if people just heard us out of context, they'd be like,
because we pick at each other all the time. Like,
he could send me some random ass TikTok video that's just so stupid.
Hey.
Lizard. That's stupid. Okay. And I'd just be like, what the fuck is this?
Well, like, what is wrong with you? It's like, fuck you. Like,
well, fuck you too.
Like, that's our love language. So I mean,
that's us picking with each other. But if you see us out in public, you're gonna think like that we fucking hate each other. We don't. We love each other very much. I would go to the ends of the earth over this man. Like, but it does. It sounds like we hate each other.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee you when you play this back and you hear that, you're gonna be like, it really does. It sounds like we fucking hate each other.
Right.
That's nothing. I cannot watch these with the sound on because I don't like hearing my own voice.
You get used to it. I had that when I first started making videos. I was like, I don't really sound like that, do I? But that's the science behind hearing your voice in a recording to what we hear.
Because our ears are right here next to our mouth, so it sounds different.
Yeah. And technically, like when you hear your own voice when you're talking, you're not actually hearing it as it's like coming out and going back in your ears. You're really like your brain is processing it in your head first.
Yeah.
Because the sound is, we can hear it in our head before it comes out. So yeah.
That's science, baby.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. I think that's all the time we have.
Yeah.
If you guys enjoyed this, join us next month. We're going to talk about a random murder each.
Yeah. I already forgot what one. No, I remember now.
At some point in history.
Yeah.
And what we're going to talk about is...
It'll be a true crime episode. It's basically
pretty much. And we're going to talk about, like, if they got away with it or not. Or, you know...
if we have our own theories or whatever. If it's like an unsolved case or something.
And we'll probably talk about other famous serial killers or murderers. You know, like Ed Gein and Jeffrey Dahmer and Richard Ramirez.
Yeah, we don't have like a specific theme for everything. It's just we'll theme a specific episode about something.
Yes.
So it's not like we're dedicating like this whole thing to
like
one thing.
We're not coming back in March to talk about St. Patty's Day.
Yeah. Because there's some darkness there.
I think that might be too dark for...
Well, why do you think people drink on that day?
Listen.
Well, also, like, my birthday is May 5th, and if people don't know, that's Cinco de Mayo. I don't even really know what the actual day is about because people won't tell me, but there's apparently some darkness on Cinco de Mayo. But it's a fun day to drink.
Hey,
so.
just be glad that your birthday is not the start of the American Revolution.
Yeah, that's fair. We won't get into that.
No, we won't.
But anyway, we are well over our hour-long time frame. We're about an hour and a half at this point. So,
which, I mean, you know, that's fine, but, you know, we kept it under 2 hours, and I think that's, like, what matters.
Yeah. At least now I can make little clips and stuff.
Yeah.
So, anyway, guys, that's about it. So if you all enjoyed it, tune in next time. And, between now and then, I'm sure I'll probably, like, live stream some games and stuff. Like, yeah, technically we have a game playing right now, but it's been the same 5 clips for
an hour and a half.
Sorry, Alex. Just standing there waiting for your story to start, and you're just like, there's a bird. There's some deer. Can I go into town now? No.
You're stuck.
Purgatory for you. But look, she looks happy.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be too. I want to live there.
It's beautiful.
Such a beautiful fake town that's based on places in Colorado. Let's move to Colorado. It's pretty there. You wouldn't like it. It's cold.
Exactly.
It has some warmth. Like it's not necessarily snowing. There's snow up there, but...
Yeah, no. We're not moving to Colorado.
Damn it. But it's so pretty.
Alright. We will see you guys next time.
Alright. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye. First I gotta actually turn the thing off. So, any last words?
Adios, muchachos.
Gubernatorial. Yes, Deadpool reference. Oh, look at that. Just 1 minute off of an hour and a half. So, bye, guys. Oh, my God.